What is up, folks? Brisbane Gaming. We are back with another exciting episode of 7 Days to Die Mods Weekly, the show will help figure out what mods are good for you. And this week is the last week we are going to cover Alpha 20 modlets. We are going to focus primarily on Alpha 21 or overhauls. So don't be surprised if you see a slight content drop off on just normal little, hey, these are cool quick overhaul or little modlet videos. Instead, we're going to be focusing on overhauls or just straight playthroughs like we've been doing with the Darkness Falls and Wild West. We will pick back up the Mods Weekly episodes with Alpha 21 modlets, but they will be a lot of experimental stuff, so don't be surprised if a lot of things change with that. I didn't really make this announcement when I did Alpha 20 from Alpha 20 or from Alpha 19, so just giving you guys a heads up, there will be slight content change, but I still will primarily be focusing on 7 Days to Die. We will have weekly videos and everything, it's just the content will be slightly different. But with that, we're going to go ahead and jump into the mods. And our first mod of the week is Peppocalypse by Aramis and Community. And this is a fantastic overhaul light that adds in a lot of fun stuff. They actually call it on the mod page. I'm going to tab real quick so I can get to the mod page and properly read this for you guys. So they actually call this an expansion of 7 Days to Die from the perspective of a prepper. In the context of 7 Days to Die, a prepper is a survivor who prepared in advance for adverse situations and made it through the initial event stage and aftermath. Peppocalypse places the player in the subsequent afterwards, which this mod actually introduces some really cool stuff that I'm going to show you here in a second. One thing that it adds in, though, is vehicles from the B-dubs and a few other mods that you guys see here, which I greatly enjoyed. I like having additional vehicles in the game. The ones that are just kind of there by default, I don't want to say suck, but they're just not as fun after a while. Like, they just become just kind of blah, you know? So having advanced vehicles and stuff like that is kind of fun. But it also adds in something that I covered in a previous mod that I really enjoy. So we can actually pick up these wood spike traps. So long, I didn't mean to go down as far. So long as they are fully repaired, we can actually pick them up. Really cool. There's also deco blocks that we can craft, like we could craft a stainless steel fridge. And they actually have decent HP and stuff if we were to put these down. I like that. But we could also say, if we type in car, we could actually craft crushed cars that have a lot of HP, like 2500 HP that we can repair, so we can have a base defense wall with just made of iron that we can constantly repair and not have to build a block by block by block cement wall. I would still do that on the other side of the crush walls or crush cars eventually, but iron early game is going to be probably the resource you're going to have the most of. So it really gives you like a wall you can build super easy to protect yourself. But it also adds in quests. So here on our hotbar, we have quests. We have this quest that says, read this quest note and accept the challenge and find and eliminate 50 hazmat entities with only the stun baton. Earn XP, dukes, and 1 skill point upon completion. You see, I just started this character. The only thing I didn't show you guys is the cool greeting screen that happens when you first wake up, because I want you guys to see that for yourselves, because being able to, like, when I saw that, I thought it was really cool. But it also have another quest where it's eliminate zombies, and it's a tiered quest, so 10, 15, you know, all the way up to 500 total. We have a hunt animals quest that, you know, says the same thing, multiple stages, and we have a prepper stockpile quest that has us collect and do stuff like a prepper normally would, and we get skill points, dukes, and stuff like that, which is really nice because I usually get bored in a normal playthrough before I have a chance to really spend a lot of skill points, because levels, you know, I hate stuff being locked the way that it is most of the time. So the additional source of skill points is good. But I mentioned quest, right? Well, we see these zombies here. We have a pump shotgun biker. This is actually a quest creature and can also spawn for hordes and stuff. But the quest is to kill pump shotgun bikers with a pump shotgun, or to take a pistol to some businessmen, or a desert eagle to some Tom Clarks, or desert vulture rather, or, you know, chainsaw Mo. I like that. Or, because Aramis is a sadistic person and I think he kind of hates people sometimes, we actually have a M60 Demolisher here, which I think is kind of fun. At the same time, I know Aramis really isn't a sadistic person. It's just a very well thought out thing, because certain people just don't use certain weapons, and I'm one of them. I get to a point where pretty much the only weapons I'll use in a normal playthrough especially vanilla-ish, are like steel knuckles for in-game, and then like maybe an M60 on a horde night, stuff like that. Most of the time I'm punching or stealthing my way through stuff, so it's really nice to have some different guns get shown off in different quest styles. Like there's one to kill soldiers with a AR, which I think is kind of cool that it's like that. But then we also have a machete lady over here. So, if you've got anger issues and you want to chop up some bitches with a machete, you got a quest to go do it. But the two favorite things that I absolutely love about this are a Blood Moon zombie chicken, because that just looks ridiculous and scary as crap, but at the same time, it's so well done. I love that. I actually love how he's put the chicken, or the head on the chicken like that. I love that. It's just so cool. And then we have a zombie grace that'll show up for Wasteland Horde Nights. And the reskin is so well done with this. It looks really good. I like it. I really like how they've done that. Overall, this whole mod is just super well put together. It's super well done. I love the feel. I love the aspects behind it. I like that it's more focused kind of around late stage stuff as opposed to early game like a lot of mods are, because late game is where you start to get bored. Having multiple different quest types that you can get, stuff like that, actually having kind of more knowledge of stuff as a prepper, like you see we can craft crush cars, stuff like that, without having to have some of these schematics and things. I think is just kind of nice. All in all, this is a really fun mod. I think you guys are going to enjoy playing around with until Alpha 21 goes stable, which I actually plan on, if I can get the time properly, to do a playthrough with this installed and maybe just one or two others. But with that, we're going to go ahead and move over to the next mod. The AC Station Removal Kit by the A-Team, and it's a super cool mod that makes it so you don't really have to worry about workstations, chem stations, stuff like that. You can just salvage, and then when you're ready to have them or you need to have them, you've got a path forward that I kind of like. So as you're salvaging stuff, you're going to get salvage chem station parts or forge parts or mixer parts or what have you as you're out and about doing stuff. And then you're going to get schematics to craft a workstation removal toolkit or a forge removal toolkit or a chem station removal kit or a mixer removal kit. So you can actually come up to these destroyed ones, as long as you have these in your inventory or on your hotbar. I mean, you just right click with the proper tool on the item, like this forge here. Once it gets upgraded or repaired rather, that's what we did. So it took 6 forged or salvaged forge parts to make a workable forge that we can just use wherever. But let's say we wanted to take it with us. Well, if we have the parts for this forge removal kit right here, which, 3 steel, 2 mechanical parts, some oil, and some acid, if we have the schematic unlocked, we can actually craft this and take it with us, just like this. Now we can pick up a forge. Or say we wanted to do the same thing to a workbench. We just sit here, we repair it, get it to a workable position, and if we have the parts to be able to, to keep upgrading it, boom, we can pick it up and take it with us. I like this because, like, if you set it down on accident and you don't have a workstation, or not a workstation, land cane block, and you set your workstation or your forge down and you were like, well, crap, I don't want to make this my base, I didn't mean to set it down, whatever. Well, now you have a way to pick it back up and take it with you. I really like this because it gives you a path of progression. Plus, it also gives you more of a sense of loot of like what you're really looking for, because now you're really going to be looking for stuff like this. You're going to be like, okay, I really want to find these things. Or it gives you a place to spend skill points that I really like that. I like the path that this presents, because if you're playing with friends and stuff like that, you can have people, or one person specifically, spec into certain things a lot more, and having a path like this where they're the salvager, like Darkness Falls has classes that kind of do stuff like that similar. I like that. I like that delegation of responsibility to people where this is their kind of their job, and they can, have stuff like this that they can focus on. But with that, we're going to go ahead and move over to some next mods. All right, folks. So those first couple mods were mods I've never shown off before, but I thought they were really fun and I thought you guys were going to enjoy them. And now these next few mods are mods that I play with all the time. They're mods that I almost never I never don't have installed just because of how much fun I've had with them, how much I really enjoy them. I've even used some of these in other playthroughs that you guys might have seen. I love them. They are fantastic. The first mod here is the AC Teleports by the A-Team, and if I could, I would buy the A-Team a drink for how much fun I've had with this mod. I have enjoyed it immensely. Since I very first showed it to now, I think I might not have used it twice. And the only times are in my Wild West and my Darkness Falls playthroughs. That's it. Every other time I play vanilla or with friends and stuff like that, we have this mod installed and I use it all the damn time. I love it. It is so fun. It is so awesome to have. It is super cool. So we're out about here in the wild, right? I'm just kind of walking down a city street. I have no weapons. I have no armor. I have nothing. And I was hoping there would be something here to kill me, but there's not. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to spawn in. You know what? I'm going to piss my wife off. I'm going to get some glowy green ladies. Oop, I didn't mean to freeze the AI. Hey, ladies, right here. Go ahead. Come on. You know you ladies want a piece of this. Come get a piece. I don't know why I'm punching. So I just want to show you how this mod works. So, come on, ladies. Come on, ladies. Hurry up. Finish me off. Don't leave me suffering. That's what women love to do. I kid. My wife's a darling person. So, here we go. We spawn on the bed. So, the way that this mod works is we have 3 teleports. We have a bedroll, a land claim, and a backpack teleport. And I have a land claim teleport right here because this is where I plan on fighting a horde. I'm going to build this place into a horde base. Over there where that tower is going to be my main home base. Or you can do it vice versa, how you want. That's just how I have it set up. So let's say, my backpack is way out in the wilderness. Well, how am I going to get to it? Well, simple. I'm going to spawn wherever my bed is, and then I'm going to come in here to this teleport that's going to take me to my land claim block. And you saw it put me down right on top of it. Now, let's say my horde base had some weapons I wanted. So it's like, oh, crap. Well, now I'm going to come back here to where my bedroll was, and I'm going to loot this wooden chest and grab a weapon or, some armor or something, anything, really. I'm not actually going to take these with me. We're going to leave all that here. But you see what I'm saying, right? It gives me a fighting chance. And then now I'm going to teleport back to my main base where I might have other weapons or something I could use too. And now I have a backpack teleport here. Now I'm going to step into my backpack teleport and boom, I'm right here at my backpack. That's how simple it is. Now, if I had some additional teleport stuff on me, like let's say I teleport to my bedroll, I could put this down and step back into it. And then I could come back to my land claim block and sort out any loot stuff I might have. Or let's say I want to go back to my bedroll. Boom, there you go. So setting down a bedroll teleport isn't going to invalidate a teleport at all. And I just set down the bedroll just to show you guys. You could have any kind of teleport down that you want except for backpack because you have your backpack on you. So it's kind of redundant, right? The reason I like that, though, is because if we look at the parts here, they are ridiculously simple to get and craft. You can get forged iron from scrapping a lot of stuff, mechanical and electrical parts as well. So you guys are going to have an easy time being able to do these things. And I almost always carry either land claim or bedroll teleports down with me all the time. Always. Because now when I'm out and about and I die somewhere, or now, I can't fit everything inside my vehicle. It's happened to me on Wild West. It's happened to me on Darkness Falls. But in my normal other playthroughs where I don't have this mod installed, that's not a problem. Once my inventory is full, I throw one of these down. I step through. I drop my crap off. I drop down. And then I go about my business. I unload and I'm done. That's it. I don't have to worry about, okay, now I got to lug all this back to base and all that stuff. Nope. I just grab and go, man. It's super simple. It's super easy. I love this mod so much. And it works fantastic for bases as well. Like, that's the biggest thing for me is bases. You can set one base as a horde base with a backpack or a land claim block and then be able to teleport between the two with no problems, especially if you're like me and you like to build big horde bases or something. It works fantastic. But with that, we're going to go ahead and move over to the next mod. So this next mod is the Quick Stack by Westwood, and I use this all the time as well. I've used it in a couple playthroughs. I use it with all my friends. There's other mods that have incorporated this thing because it's awesome. It gives us buttons in our inventory that sorts out our inventory into storage crates. We have the typical put everything in there or pull everything out of. See, we have the quick stack, first click, move items from inventory to fill up existing nearby container stacks. Second click also click stacks to move items. And then we have restock, which takes items from nearby containers to fill up existing inventory stacks. I love that. So I have some stuff here labeled out. I have seeds, cloth, arrows, storage, iron, paper, stuff like that, right? So this gives you a 7x7 storage space. And I'm in a place that has a downstairs because I wanted to illustrate how this works. So some of these blocks are within 7 blocks from me, right? But come downstairs a little bit. The upper ones are just slightly out of range. But watch what happens. Pulled everything in. Put some stuff out. Come up. I'm going to put one cloth in, or half of the cloth in there. I'm going to put some storage stuff in here because we pulled it all out. I'm going to do the iron as well because we pulled some iron out of the storage thing. And I'm going to do the wood. Oh, all the wood went in. I didn't want all the wood to go in. So, now, boom. We've lost a little bit of stuff. We still have some stuff on us. But I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to come into the seeds. Half the seeds. Just throw some crap in there. Some plants here. We're going to throw half my plants in here. Just because. We're going to throw some arrows up here and arrows. And now we're going to walk outside. And then we're going to do the same thing. Boom. They're all gone. That's why I like this mod. Once you've got proper storage set up and placed, it's super duper simple. You hardly even need to walk into your base. If you're by, like you saw with some of these, like the wood didn't go because, well, like watch. If we're out here, we're too far away. Try it again. See, the wood didn't go because we're just slightly too far away. But now, there goes the wood. Super simple. I love that. It's super cool. It's super fast. You just get close to where your storage stuff is. Like if we had, you know, storage closer to right here, we could easily just run up, boom, boom, and then run away and continue looting, continue doing whatever we want to do. I love that. It makes it so fast to just sort your inventory once you've already got everything sorted and stacked. It just makes it super easy. But with that, folks, we're going to go ahead and move over to the next mod. All right, folks, we've got 2 mods we're going to cover back to back, side by side, because they are the ones I've used more than anything else. They're ones that I love so much, and they've added more, I think, to the game than literally any other mods that I've played with short of a full overhaul. It is the Field Starter Kit by Jeffrey Louise and Animal Planet by MD420 Reaper. Now, why together, you may ask? It's because if you look here, we have a bear and a deer. This is from Animal Planet, by the way, the bear here. I didn't spawn this guy in. He was walking around. I froze the AI so he wouldn't kill me. But we have a bear. When I first showed this mod off, I was flying around Navezgane. There were pigs, graces, bears, mountain lions, vultures. Since I've been doing this last episode real quick, I've seen bears, mountain lions. You guys have seen them in the backgrounds of stuff. They're just all over the place. I love that. The challenge that it adds is just insane. But it also adds a massive food source. But the challenge is really there because that bear could wreck my day easy. But I added in with the Field Starter Kit because when we go and we select recipes on our little starter item and we choose what kind of class or character we want to be, I add this in to the challenge that Animal Planet represents for animals and stuff with bears being there. So like, let's say I wanted to pick an engineer. I'm going to go ahead and craft my engineer token. I'm going to open it up. So how I play with this mod is what weapons it gives me are the only ones I'm allowed to use. I can use a tier 6 pistol. I can use up to a tier 6 pistol. I can use up to a tier 6 pipe baton, up to a tier 6 robot sledge, or up to a tier 6 stun baton. And that's it. I can't use any other weapons. I can't use an AK. I can't use a shotgun. I can't use whatever. I can use up to tier 6 steel armor. And that's it. I can't use military, can't use cloth, I can't use leather. I can only use the types of stuff it provides up to tier 6, and that's it. That's a hell of a challenge. You ever tried killing a bear with a stun baton? Or a pistol? Or a junk sledge? Like, we have a bear. I'm gonna get a little froggy with this bear and show you guys what I'm talking about. So I'm gonna unfreeze the AI, and this guy is gonna come at me. Oh, I forgot to reload. Look. Yeah. Yeah. See, that's why I like them together. Because there's other classes that could have given me better, different weapons, an AK, maybe some explosives, some Molotovs or something. Get some damage on that thing before it got, right up on me. Of course, I was standing right up on it as well. But you see what I'm saying is there's classes. Oh, and hey, look. Hi, Mr. Bear. Just gonna slowly back away. No, he's gonna get us again. No. But see, I like that. I absolutely love the challenge of stuff that Animal Planet brings in. The impact, because day one, spawn next to a bear. How fun is that? But then you add in the field starter kit, and now you can pick a class. It is like, okay, these are the weapons I'm allowed to use. Well, with this, how the hell do I kill a bear on day one? There's no good answer for that. There's just no good answer. It's like, how the hell are you going to deal with a bear? Well, you know what I'm going to deal with this bear? I'm going to run. That's how I'm going to deal with it. And look, it's still chasing. But now we got it far enough away from the turret, we can run back and grab our turret. But that's why I like these mods together, because they are super impactful in terms of creating a challenge for yourself. In terms of making the game just, oh my god, the bear is still there. Like, you see, this is so much fun for me. Having something like this happen on day one with these two mods together, because I obviously did not pick a class that is going to help me in any way against this damn bear. But that's why it's so fun, guys. I love that. But with that, folks, we are done. Thank you for sticking around for Alpha 20. I hope you guys have had fun. Oh, and Luna just suggested something real quick. So stick around, folks. We are going to have a quick bonus for you, brought to you by Lunabug. Alright, folks, Lunabug was supposed to do this for you. She got stage fright. She can't do it, so make sure you guys give her some love in the comments. But this bonus is the Salvage Schematics and Working Items by Rising Phoenix Sky. This is a mod that I've used in my Darkness Falls playthrough. I've used it a bit here and there. Lunabug really likes it because what it allows her to do. Now, what this mod allows you to do, for those who haven't seen, is we come up to something like this. We salvage it. And as we salvage it, we get components or a schematic or an actual working part of it. You see, we got a schematic for the basics of electricity. And we do the same thing to this battery box here. We might get lucky and get a battery box. Did we get a battery box? Nope, we got a schematic for a battery bank, but that's okay. What about this chem station? Will we actually get a chem station? Let's see. We got a beaker and a chem station schematic, but that's okay. Let's see, what about this cement mixer? Will we get a working cement mixer, or will we get a schematic? We got a schematic, but that's okay. What about the workbench? Schematic or actual working workbench? A schematic and a tier 6 claw hammer, not a bad deal. What about this forge? So the forge gave us a crucible schematic, a forge schematic, an advanced bellows, and an I almost said Alvin, anvil schematic. That's why this is really cool. Lunabug likes it because she doesn't like having to spec in to be able to build these things. She likes getting them this way. I like the AC station removal. I think that's slightly better. It's just a preference. Lunabug liked this one. She wanted me to mention this one. She actually was supposed to do the presentation, but she got stage fright. But with that, folks, we are done with Alpha 20. It has been fun. We have something like 60 to 70 something episodes. I think this is episode 66. We've had like a total of 72 to 78, something like that, total episodes on the channel for Alpha 20 mods. You guys have been awesome. Alpha 20 has been awesome to us. We've had a lot of fun with it. But with that, folks, we are done. Goodbye, Alpha 20. Have fun, folks. Take it easy, and we will see you in Alpha 21.